Hello everyone, Stanley Orr here again, and I'm back, but not for long. This is just me updating you on STORYBOARDING, which is great. Everyone loves updates. Like I've said many times in the past, updates are good. So first of all, you guys may have noticed something if you're following me on DeviantArt or following the project on DeviantArt, and that is that lately I haven't been posting so much Zim stuff, and I've actually posted a few fanfics, for example. That's just me blowing off steam because, believe it or not, managing a fan film project is a bit stressful. It can be. I actually had to take some time off and just sit down and start writing, random fan fiction, random storytelling analysis stuff, things that are dorky things that I enjoy that helps me let off steam and also hone my writing skills, because with STORYBOARDING it's going to take a while before this movie's done, and I don't want my writing skills to get rusty in the meantime. But anyways, the reason I bring that up is because soon, actually starting tomorrow, I will be leaving. I'll be going on a one or two week long vacation. So I personally will be absent from Gmail, DeviantArt, Facebook, and YouTube, obviously, for a week or two. The project's still going on. In fact, even in my absence, I have it set up to where the voice acting manager and the concept artist manager, those two people who are in charge of their respective departments, they're still going to be going. They're still going to be keeping things running smoothly and efficiently, and in my absence, the film will still continue to be produced, even when I'm gone. By the way, if either of you guys are watching this still, if you have any questions, always just feel free to email me, even if it's in the middle of my break. I might get a chance to pop on and check my Gmail. I don't think so, but I might get a chance, and it can't hurt to send that email anyways, and just try to get my attention if you need help. Just know that I don't guarantee that I'll respond until after my break is over. But what can we expect after my break, That's something that should be asked. What can we expect when I'm done with my break? First of all, when I get back, some things we're going to need to be working on is looking into the future. And 2016 rolls around, I'd like to have concept art and voice acting completely done. And I have a feeling that's a very reasonable goal, because not that they're easy, but that with as much people as we have working on it, and by the way, we still need volunteers for concept art. We'll always be accepting more volunteers for concept art. You have to be able to stay in communication with us, though. You have to be reliable. I can't have you draw stuff in Microsoft Office Paint. You have to actually be able to be good at what you do, It has to look professional quality digital artwork. You can look in the description below this video. There are some examples of some fine quality concept art we've been getting that are good examples of what we're expecting. So if you're capable of producing that type of work, more power to you. Volunteer or contact me via Gmail or DeviantArt or this YouTube channel somehow, and we'll see about getting you a concept art position. No promises. I still have to judge your work and see if you're good enough to actually do it. But if you are, then hey, welcome to the team! So, yeah. Anyways, but apart from that, concept art and voice acting I do want done by the end of this year, so that when 2016 rolls around, we can dive straight into storyboard work. Now, that being said, I do plan on eventually posting some tutorials on what I'm expecting from storyboard artists. And basically it's going to be me explaining the different terminologies, what's going to be expected of you if you decide to volunteer as a storyboard artist, because there are standards. I mean, see, I whipped up this as I was talking to someone yesterday about movie ideas and stuff. But you can see this is not good. This stick figures with boxes and sketches, this is thumbnail level quality. This is not what I'm going to be expecting from storyboard artists, And this is more thumbnail stuff. This is the stuff I will do so that the storyboard artists can come in and then take that and turn it into acceptable work. Like, I'll be laying down the rough draft for storyboards. These are called thumbnails. I'll be doing that. But then the storyboard artists themselves will come in and they will actually do, they will actually take it and turn it into high quality work. And down in the description, again, check out some examples of what I consider high enough quality work. Look in the description. There's examples of what I want from STORYBOARDING storyboards. The level of quality I'm wanting. But that'll be, I'm about to go in a rabbit hole. I'm going to stop myself there. I'm going to go into explaining storyboard stuff. That's a tutorial that's coming up. In addition to an animation tutorial. If you're not following me on DeviantArt, you can go there, pop on. I have a link in the description. I have a journal I recently posted about basically the idea of how animation is going to work with STORYBOARDING. Not the CGI animation, not the 3D animation, because there will be 3D animation in it. like the show had 3D animation, you know, with the massive and the Urkin Armada and the planets, excuse me, and a few special effects. What I'm getting at is there's a tutorial I'll be posting coming up, kind of an overview of what I'm expecting for 2D animation. And what I was saying was, there's a link in the description, a journal I posted on DeviantArt, that's a vague overview of it. Nothing specific at all. Don't hold any of that with more than a grain of salt because it's basically a rough idea, but it should give you a hint at the animation process we're shooting for here. The keyframes, then the extremes, then the breakdowns, and the in-betweens. Those are the four main types of frames we'll be dealing with. And if you read that journal, it'll all be explained. If that doesn't make sense, what I'm saying in the video, just go down to the journal, it'll make complete sense. So anyways, you can expect a more detailed view of that. Every time we go into a new phase, I will post a video, or 2 or 3, however many is necessary, explaining the standards I'm going to hold my artists to. Because there will be standards, and I won't accept work that's below the quality that we need. And I don't mean to sound cruel, but, you know, we need good work. That's kind of the point of making a fan film, is to give Zim a finale it deserves. It never got a movie. Who won? That's ridiculous. Invader Zim not getting a movie? So that's that. That covers that. Let me think. Yeah, I talked about that. Okay. Something I wanted to warn you guys about, a potential delay. Potentially. If things get staggered around and the schedule messes up, which is entirely possible. This is a fan product. If we're off schedule, I have preparations for this. There are 2 options if we get too far behind. Either we can turn this movie into an animated comic, a motion comic, or so we could turn it into a motion comic, basically a comic with moving images, if our schedule slips, because that would make animation smoother and easier to do. However, we could do that, or at the risk of delaying it an extra 1 or 2 years, we could make it still fully animated in the way it should be. And I personally am for that second option. Delaying it longer and then that giving us enough time to make it fully animated the way it should be. So that's something I'm pushing for. If we get to the point where we're delayed and we have to postpone the movie, I would much rather postpone it and have it turn out higher quality than get it out by 2017 and have it be an animated comic. That's what we're looking at there, and I think I've covered everything I wanted to talk about. So thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys in 1 or 2 weeks after I'm done with my break. Hopefully it'll get me rejuvenated and energetic again. And the only reason I'm sounding energetic now is because I had my 2nd cup of coffee, and that's it. So thank you guys very much, and have a good day. Bye-bye!